Hey guys, Tara here. Welcome back to another video on BeamNG Drive, this time Race Mania episode number 10. If you did miss the previous one in this series or any of the other previous ones, definitely go and check those out first before watching this video so you know about all the crashes and everything that happened before. Also, just before I get into the video, I want to say that I have now pre-ordered F1 2018, so Uni 1 Career Season 5 will be a go. I'm not going to make an entire video about that, so if you watch these videos then you get the insider knowledge. So anyway, so the car at the front today is the Citroen B1, which basically is a Citroen C2. And this is also the fastest variant of this car, and it's still the slowest car out of the 5 today. And the second place car is the Sunstrip, a fairly old car in this game, from mods I think. It did look fairly old. Why? I've also realised, why is every other car on random still? I'm fairly sure they're all meant to start on disabled, so yeah, going to put them all back on disabled again, because I don't know why they're actually already going anywhere. So, technical difficulties at the start of this video already. That's just the exact way you want to start the video. But anyway, so you got the Dodge in third. I think it's the 79 Charger, so the one from the Cars movies. I think it was in one of the Fast and Furious movies as well. And then the Firehawk in fourth, and the Drag Mustang at the back. So remember to comment down below which car you think is going to win. Whether it be the Citroen, the Sunstrip, Dodge Charger, Firehawk, or the Drag Mustang. I think the Drag Mustang's going to take victory again. I mean, it's just such a fast car that it's not going to take long to catch up. It just depends if it can keep those front wheels out of trouble. And now then, it gets going. Yes, it does. Although it's a bit of a sideways moment there from the Dodge, which isn't going to do any favours now because it's going to put the Firehawk right into the back of it. Although it's already going to get spun out. Is it going to go into the wall? It's going to hold it just out the wall. It's going to give the wall a nudge. Well, there's, talking of nudges, there's the Drag Mustang already right onto the back of the Firehawk, and now it's pretty much just become a I would say 4-horse race, but more of a 4-car race already. Well, they got themselves stuck together. No, I thought they were stuck together just with how slow they were going, just got caught and slowed themselves down. But they have got quite a way to actually catch up now to the Citroen and the Sunstrip. Now then, the Dodge, is that getting going again? It looks like it is going to get going, but it's already on the back foot, being taken out immediately, and is not doing the best job of rejoining the track, but it does get going again though. And now then, the Firehawk and the Dodge have now, the Dodge and the Drag Mustang have now caught up. Now made quite a bit of significant contact. Well, I say significant, it may just look like a nudge, but the Sunstrip and the Citroen are fairly light cars. So any damage, any shove out of the way, is going to be have quite more of an effect on these two cars than, say, if it was a nudge on the back here of the Firehawk. Now then, these two just slowing each other down. The Firehawk slamming on the brake, and then you just want to try and do as much damage to the front of the Mustang, try and take out one of those wheels, because the only way the Mustang is really going to get taken out, I don't think it's going to go out by overheating or being a drag car. That is entirely possible. The Firehawks, they're using its weight advantage, doing a good job of keeping itself in front of the Drag Mustang now. They've still got 4 cars here. I mean, the Citroen, or the Citroen. Okay, something's going around here. The Sunstrip's going round. The Sunstrip's been tagged. It's going to loop around in a circle. Is it going to make contact? Yes, it is going to reverse into the front of the Firehawk, but the old dent on the door took out the window, but that's nothing. But now, these two are going to catch up to the Citroen fairly quickly, and honestly, the little Citroen's not going to know what hit it. Well, it is, but it's not going to know the force of it, because these two are much faster. Oh, there. It's like the Firehawk almost got spun out there, but it did good car control there from the Firehawk. He's in front though. That's a hefty whack once again from the Mustang, and the back of this car is taking a lot of punishment here from the Mustang. Honestly, I won't be surprised if that's taken out the fuel tank, because that's just the back of the car just getting lower and lower to the floor, and then the Firehawk can just slam on the brakes to keep the Mustang at bay. And that's the bumper's now dragging on the floor. I mean, is that the fuel tank there? That might well be the fuel tank. So if the fuel tank isn't gone, that'll be fairly amazing. Actually, these two are now going slower than the little Citroen in the lead. And here comes the Sunstrip catching up fairly quickly now. And are these two stuck together, or is something going wrong with these cars? I'm seeing a bit of smoke. I think the Mustang's taking here. They're not stuck together. It's just the Firehawk just slowing itself down so much because it doesn't have to win. The Mustang has to win to get through into the next round. Running out a bit wider, so maybe a bit of steering damage on the Mustang. Is he going to try and get through? I think it's going to go for a hard ram there. I wouldn't be surprised if that's just taken out a wheel. Oh no, what it has taken out though is the Firehawk. The Firehawk looped itself round. And it's going to nudge the wall. A little tap. That's not going to do it any favours. And I don't think the back wheel is on the ground anymore. Yeah, so by virtue of the rules, if things are obstructing it in enough of a way, I can remove or alter the pieces that I'm moving. Because the back wheels aren't going anywhere, then I hope I'm not touching the fuel tank, because I'm going to have to pull up the back of this car to actually get it to go anywhere. Just grab the right nodes though and hope none of them are the fuel tank. And hopefully you can get back on the track once again and go in the right direction. Are you going to go Firehawk? Yes you are, but now the Bitron has a bit of a lead over the Mustang, but it just depends. Although the Sunstrip is actually catching up, I think. I think right now the Sunstrip might actually be the fastest car, although the Dodge is actually quite some way behind. And in the few testing runs that I did, the Sunstrip and the Mustang are fairly even on pace. And the Firehawk does get going again, but the Mustang smoking is catching up. You know, with the faster cars, with the more powerful cars, they will overheat a lot quicker. But it just depends how much radiator is leaking. And this is not going to be fun. This ram that the Bitron is going to experience in the next few seconds. Although it's still doing a fairly good job. I mean, this is probably the best section to be caught in through the corners where the speeds are a bit slower. I know it's going to get nudged out of the way. Is it? Oh, that's taken out the rear window. It's all the way around the window, just completely shattered there. Still, the Bitron is doing a good job of keeping itself in front of the fast car. Oh, okay, that's absolutely smashed the rear right light in there. And there's quite a lot of ride height from the back of this car as well. I think that's the way it started. I don't think that's just how it went from the contact. I'm pretty sure that's how it started. And it's still doing a good job of keeping in front. The Mustang isn't really doing all that much, and the Dodge is way behind. So honestly, it's still really a 4-car race. I still want to include the Firehawk in the race for victory, because if the Mustang can't get past the lightest and slowest car in this race, yeah, then what hope is there for? I mean, it annihilated, in terms of beating, the SBR4 from last time, but now it can't get past a little Bitron. It's actually doing a really good job now as they come around now to start the second lap. Of course, the more these two hold each other up, it's actually going to bring this car back into play. I forgot the name of it there, completely blanked on the name. It's going to bring the Sunstrip back into play. Now then, these two haven't... Well, I don't get it. Why can't the Mustang overtake the Bitron? I mean, it's easily got the straight line speed. I mean, the Mustang can do over 200 miles an hour, so I can't get why it's not getting past, although something must be broken. I mean, the front bumper is not dragging on the floor, so that's not the problem. And the rear wheels are still pointing in a straight line. And as it stands right now, the little Bitron is actually outpacing the Mustang drag car. So as things stand, the slowest car is actually going to eliminate the fastest as things stand, because those rear wheels are fine. So I think just it's smoking is just losing power from that. Although looking from underneath, I don't know if it's a glitch, but there are things dragging underneath the front of the car. So that might be causing issues, but I doubt it. It looks okay. But, well, it could be causing issues. Either way, I don't know why it's just going so slowly. And the Sunstrip is not far off actually caught up to the lead pair now, as the Dodge has only made its way through the S's now, and the Firehawk isn't all that far behind the Sunstrip, so still a 4-car fight for the lead. But still then, the Mustang is a lot faster through the corners still, makes a bit more contact to the back of the Bitron. And the more contact it makes, the slower it's actually going to go. So it looks like now that wherever, I think the Mustang's just been refocused, just got its motivation back to try and take victory, of course, but this little Bitron is just doing such a good job of defending itself. I mean, it's lost 2 windows now, but the windows are the least of its concerns, although it's getting a bit of a nudge. It's going to go around in the circle, is it? No. Great car control there from the Bitron, although both the rear lights have now been actually smashed out, so that's not really going to make any difference though. To it, and aerodynamics on the back of the car, that's not going to really matter. Although that was a quite puff of smoke there from the Mustang. It's just going to be literally shoving it along. I mean, this is I think the fastest the Bitron's ever gone. And now it actually pulls away once again. Got some good top end speed in it. And now then the Mustang looking all over the back here of the Bitron, but it's just got no answer. I mean, it's the fastest car, but it's just got no answer to get around the Bitron, surprisingly. I mean, that definitely has to be the surprise of the series so far. A drag Mustang. You can't get past the little Citroen C1. Although, it looks like it's being shoved out wide now. Is this where the Mustang's going to make its way through? It's going to slide up the inside. I mean, good tactics there from the Bitron. Yeah, try and take out the wheel. because if those wheels aren't pointing straight, then that is a death sentence. But the Mustang finally made its way through. I don't know what it's doing down the straight, just maybe it's biding its time, slowing down, cooling the engine temperatures down. And now it does find its way though into the lead. And if we can just hold it through this sector, then it will take the crucial victory which it needs. Although the little bit train is actually keeping it honest at this point. The Mustang isn't just powering off into the distance, which you would expect from a drag car. And the Sunburst isn't that far. Not the Sunburst, is it? I forgot the name of this car again. Either way, it's in third, but whatever it is, not the drag car. I'm just forgetting all the names have just gone out of the window now. The Dodge is really, really limping, and I can't really see why, because it looks okay. Although the suspension might have been collapsed on that side. That's the only thing I can see really, is a collapsed suspension. But that shouldn't really want it going this slowly, should it? And the Drip Mustang hasn't got that much further to go from the Bitron in second and the Sunstrip. That's what it is, not the Sunburst, the Sunstrip, which actually looks fairly okay structurally wise. But this thing does damage a lot, although in the crash testing I did with this car, I couldn't get the wheels to fall off. Just in the way that I crashed the cars to test them, which is basically full speed down the straight and just handbrake turn into the gravel trap and they just flip over, get a lot of damage from that. But I actually managed to make the wheels fall off, so I would expect that the wheels do fall off, but either way it damages enough everything else. But now then, making its way now around the final corner, is it got a puncture as well? I think the tyre may be going down there, but either way, the Drag Mustang takes victory again and gets through into the next round. This thing might actually end up being more dominant than the SPR. But now then, is it going to stop well and just pull right out of the way? It's going to go way far. There's no way that anything else really should be able to come this far. But now then, what about the Bitron? Making its way around the final corner. So the slowest car is actually going to get through into the next round. So I'm going to say this now. This car will always be yellow because I can't get it to change colour for whatever reason. I mean, I set this thing to be, I think, red. But either way, it just spawns in the default yellow. But that's just a minor thing. That's not really going to affect the car. It doesn't matter what colour it is. It's just that the thing's always going to be yellow, just from looking at it. And that stops fairly soon. So it depends. Has the Sunstrip got good brake? Because if it hasn't, it's going to go right into the back of the Bitron, which I've got a feeling at 50 miles an hour. That's exactly what it's going to do. Is it going to get stopped? No, that's not going to stop. It's going to be quite a hard hit onto the back, is it? Actually, fairly tame. I mean, both his cars are fairly light, so not going to be much damage taken from that. And now then, the Firehawk actually wasn't that far behind in the end. And that's making its way now over the finish line, and this is going right into the back of the Sunstrip. No way this car is going to stop before it hits into the back of it. It's going to be a hard hit right at the back then. Oh, that's imploded the fenders on the front of it. And now once that's done, I think that sent the Sunstrip right onto a collision course with the Mustang. It's just going to clip the rear wheel, and it's going to do a bit of damage to the bumper, but I think it's away there, but that may have taken out a wheel though. I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's the wheel gone. I'm assuming it's still attached. I mean, that's the most damage I think I've ever done to a wheel. And the drag, I keep calling it a drag car, it's not a drag car. It's the Dodge, and the Dodge is definitely out of the next round, but I don't want to let it finish if it ever actually gets to the finish line. I mean, why is it doing 40 miles an hour? A collapsed suspension doesn't warrant a speed of 40 miles an hour. Even I know that. Update on the It's not a Mustang. Why do I keep getting this car completely the wrong thing? Update on the Dodge. It's somehow found itself spun into a wall. You know, I think when the Supra was doing it before, where it just starts sliding for no reason. Well, it started doing that up here. You see the skid marks further down, and it spun itself into the barrier. Now let's see if it can actually get out of this, or is it just going to drive along the wall? I think it's just going to drive along the wall. Hopefully it hasn't got stuck. See, yeah, it's gone through the wall. Hopefully it hasn't got stuck. No, it gets itself out, but is it going to go the right way? I get the feeling it's not. But what has that actually done any damage though, besides just visual? You're going to go the wrong way, Dodge. See, now it's doing it again, just doing the slidey thing. Putting a lot of power down, and that's the wrong way, Dodge. That's the complete wrong way. But I think the damage it's just took is going to make the sliding problem even worse. Now can I get this thing turned around without damaging it even further? Come on, Dodge, just turn around. Do you still have reverse, or is reverse dead? I'm holding the trigger down, so you should be going in reverse. Steering, I think, still there, so it's still got that going for it. Now let's just get it turned now. In the right direction, the engine is sticking through the bonnet, which is never a good thing to have happen to a car. Now then, that's it going the right way. It still drives in a straight line, I think. Wait, it felt like it did then, it's still going on a diagonal from where I left it then. Okay, that's on stopping, that's not on random at all. A lot of mistakes are being made today. It's hot today in the UK, so that's going to be my excuse. I'm going to put it on disable because I need to get it back off the grass again. Yeah, we'll get to the finish line, I hope. Hopefully hopefully it's, I don't want it to die before, although it's out of the next round. I actually want this car to actually finish this round. Now then, put it on random, actually click the right one this time. Now then, can you just go in a straight line please, Dodge? Okay, you're fairly okay doing like that, and yeah, it should be okay to the finish. But now let's have a look at everything else. Used to work, and I mean, besides just the side panels, I think structurally it's okay. The Mustang is smoking a little bit, but I think it's going to be okay. The Bitron was just the surprise of this round, I have to say. And the back of the I forgot the name of it again. The back of the I'm just going to call it a sunburst. That's what I think it's called right now. It looks a bit more dented than I think it is. And then now making its way around the final few corners now is the Dodge. Honestly, I was hoping for more from this thing since it was the same speed as the not sunburst. But either way, it can go out the next round with dignity. It's going to make it to the finish line. And I get the feeling that this thing is going to stop before making contact with anything. And now it makes its way across the finish line now. It finishes, but it is going to be actually the only car that is not in the next round. Now then, it's going to get stopped, and that's just going to pull up to a complete stop straight away. Now then, actually, no, it's going to do a bit of work, so I'm going to let it do its thing for a second. Now then, let's see how the Firehawk still drives. Actually, does now with the back of it's dragging on the floor again. So it's going to have a bit less rear grip. But otherwise, it still drives perfectly straight. I mean, the front wheels, I think, are near enough fine, so this thing's actually survived pretty well, despite how it looks. I mean, just with the weight of this thing, one hit on the front is going to push out the body panels to the side. Now then, the Mustang. How do the rear wheels look? How does that rear wheel look, though? Still looks like it's facing in a straight line, so it should still drive in a straight line. There's a bit, you can see a little bit. Oh god, no, that doesn't turn. That did not turn. I'm so sorry, Bitron. Something's wrong with this car. That did not turn. I was turning then. Okay, now they've become one. They've become one. Okay, that's going to take out the review of the Bitron, quite literally, because it's just been obliterated by the drag Mustang. And if that's not taken out the steering, I will be very, very surprised. Now then, does it still steer? I think it does, but either way, it's through to the next round, and so is the Bitron, so after race hit doesn't actually matter. And oh, that's not going to drive, is it? Actually, this thing's front wheel drive, isn't it? Yeah, this thing's front wheel drive, so having the rear of it annihilated isn't actually the worst thing, and I'm surprised this thing still even moves. I mean, the rear wheels are still attached. I don't think they actually do anything anymore. This is just going to be a mega crab once the thing actually gets going, doesn't it? Now I'm holding that thing, yeah, that pulls massively now to the left. But either way, it doesn't matter. It's through into the next round, and that's all that matters. And, well, we've seen it's actually a pretty tough car, but not when it gets driven into 100 mile an hour. How about the not sunburst, which is the sunstrip? Where do I keep getting sunburst from? And now then, that front wheel, as I thought, doesn't actually do anything anymore. But this thing still actually drives fairly well on one wheel steering, and has some pretty decent top speed, although it is doing more than 2 mile an hour. That what the speeder says. And under braking though, hasn't got the best brakes in the world. I think the brakes may have gone. I have no idea what this car is based off, so I think the brakes may be dead. The car, and as finally for the Dodge, it was doing 45 mile an hour before that spin out crash. And apparently now it's doing no mile an hour, so I get a feeling this feels like more than 45. Okay, that's going around in the circle. Is it going to hold it? Yes, just about, although the steering is pretty much non-existent anymore, even though both wheels still do something. That's a spin, that's going to take out the Mustang, and everything is just like imploded at the end of this race. It's going to touch the wall again, is it? So pretty much end of the race where it started. So remember to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification button so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. And check out my Discord server, which will be linked in the first line of the description, along with my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, so definitely go follow me on all of those as well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.